pretty sure it's officially the windiest beach clean ever. But hey, can't beat these views. Oh man.
Good morning, guys. So I'm very excited to be here today, actually, because I've been wanting to do a beach clean at this park for a few months now. I think the last one I did here was in my 4th of July beach clean, post 4th of July beach cleanup video. And if you go back and watch that video, you'll see it's a beautiful little cove spot that gets a ton of trash from people partying over the summer, from people just sort of coming here to fish and not cleaning up after themselves. So whether it's summer or it's fishing season like it is now, that we're into October, you don't get the beach crowd so much, but you still get fisher people. And the fact that it's at the mouth of a harbor where a lot of boat traffic passes through, all the time, and currents and tides and that sort of stuff, there's always more trash here. So it's a really interesting spot in terms of seasonal trash, in terms of stuff that's washing up here year round. And for those reasons, it's actually a place I like to go to in the off season, when there's hopefully more parking. And there hasn't been parking even now this time of year because of fisher people and just nature fans coming and checking out the beautiful scenery. However, today, as you may notice from some of the shots I've taken so far, it is about the worst beach clean weather I can describe. In fact, if there were such thing as a beach clean index, like a rating, I would say this is probably like maybe 2 out of 10, 0 being the worst and 10 being the best. And the reason why I say that all is because it is rainy, it is windy, it is a little cooler, and the only thing that could possibly make it worse would be all of those factors. If it were cold, even colder, even rainier, and even windier. However, having said all of that, it's supposed to get a little bit better over the next hour or so. And of course, because the weather is the way it is, you may notice that there are no people here. I'm the only one crazy enough to even come down here in these conditions, let alone do some beach cleaning. But as I've said in previous videos, it's usually not that bad if you just do a little preparation and if you wait a little bit for conditions to improve, if that's in the forecast. And that's what the forecast says. So yeah, so spoiler alert, I checked the weather, and yeah, there was a hurricane in Louisiana, and it became a tropical depression, and it came up this way. And that's why the insane winds that I have no idea are coming happen. And so I checked, and they're at least 30-mile-per-hour winds. So yeah, check the weather, which is usually advice I give. And I said I checked the weather, but clearly not detailed enough. So yeah, I did survive, spoiler alert, but just thought I'd throw that in there. So yeah, back to the intro. I'm going to hang out here for a few minutes because it's supposed to clear up actually over the next 20 minutes or so. And that's what I tell people, maybe pop in an audiobook, chill for a bit till conditions improve. And then I'm going to hit the shore along the cove, and we're going to see what we find today, because it's been rainy and windy pretty consistently for like a day now. I think this is remnants of a hurricane or a tropical storm or something. I feel like I should know more about that, but I think that's what's going on, because it's, again, been raining pretty nonstop for like a day now. So that means that a lot of stuff may have run down, or from the woods or from other shores and tides bringing in. So I would imagine that there's a ton of weird new trash here, which is always very exciting, in the sense that you never know what you're going to find. And if you're going to clean, you want to find some interesting stuff, ideally, because that's good stuff to pick up, and it's always interesting and enlightening in its own way. So yeah, let's hang out for a bit. Hopefully it gets a little bit better, and then we're just going to wander and see what we find today. And as I've said, I imagine this beach in particular usually has some interesting finds, including other stuff that's fun, like beach glass. So I would imagine today, with nobody else here, and these weather conditions, and the fact that it's the off season now, so there's not as many beach cleanups anymore. A lot of people do seasonal beach cleans, but those are pretty much wrapping up as the weather gets a little cooler. So the trash still accumulates. Again, it's running off from other places and congregating in these locations now. So yeah, we should find some good stuff. I have no idea what this beach clean video will be titled because I'm not going in with a plan today. I'm just really happy to be back at this cove and see what we find. So let's relax and hopefully soon take a look. So I've been waiting about 40 minutes or so, and the weather's gotten better and it's supposed to continue to improve, but I am getting itchy to beach clean as I usually do if I sit and wait too long. So I'm just going to brave it because you know what? What are humans made of? Something like 90% water. So a little water's not going to kill me, right? Famous last words, right? So let's grab our gear, just head on out and deal with the elements because why not? You only live once and hopefully beach clean more than that. I don't know. I just got to get out there and start cleaning. So let's hit the sands. Well, the forecast said like 12-mile-per-hour winds, and this does not feel like 12-mile-per-hour winds. I don't know if you can hear it, but it is gusting. So I'm gonna try to get closer to the trees on the other side. Hopefully there's less wind there because this is pretty blustery. Wish me luck. You know, as I walk along here, I notice it's actually pretty clean because some organization did a beach clean here like last week, I think. But I would suspect that once I get to the other side, like I said, just because it's a little bit farther of a walk, that there will be much more trash there. Unfortunately, as well-intentioned as a lot of beach cleans are, they don't go as far or get as deep as is ideal to get all the trash. So while it might look pretty clean, pretty neat right up close up here, you just go a little bit farther than most people have the time or energy to go, and you'd be surprised how much more trash you find. So yeah, it might look good on the surface. Up there's a mask right there, actually. COVID mask. I'll pick that up on the way back, but yeah, it might look good on the way in, but you get deep enough and it's a different story. So let's check out what it looks like around the bend. See, already I'm not quite to the other side of the cove, but you see there's already bottles, things that have washed up with the tide lines that people haven't been able to get to yet. So we can start picking up some of this stuff, which is great. Yeah, and as we get a little deeper in, you see, in addition to the bottles, start to find this kind of sea styrofoam, which is always bad. And of course, bags as well, which if you need a beach clean bag, there's plenty of those out here. Oh my God, I think we might have found something special here. Oh my God, yes, beautiful pair of shades. Look at that, wow. So upon slightly closer inspection, these shades look a little worn, but you know what? They could be good as just nice casual beach cleaning sunglasses. So I'm gonna still save these. I'm gonna take them home, try to really sanitize them, clean them well, because they look like they were decent glasses at one point. And I don't know, the ones that I normally wear up here, I got these beach cleaning years ago, and they've served me really well since. So it'd be nice to have a backup pair. So yeah, you know, I don't know what that's called, upcycling or something, but yeah, you'd be amazed some of the stuff you find that you can actually get some use out of, which is pretty cool. So I'm gonna hold on to this one. So yeah, like I said, this is a beautiful spot. I mean, It looks more beautiful in the sunny weather, but you may also be wondering if I plan to climb that, I don't know, pretty big 100-foot dune, and the answer is yeah, of course, because it looks like fun. But first we're gonna again continue along this flat stretch around into the cove and see what else we can find. As always, this time of year, no shortage of COVID masks. Be careful with these. Summer's over, but still plenty of toy balls out here. Yeah, this is not Jesus. Holy crap.
Pretty sure it's officially the windiest beach clean ever. But hey, can't beat these views. Oh man.
So we're finally down from out of the wind, thank God, because that was nuts. Fun, but nuts. You probably still can't quite hear me because of the wind, but this is what we call a trash trap, or what I have just decided is called a trash trap. Because as you can see here, tons of trash buried in these low-lying areas. Balloons, cups, styrofoam, all sorts of nonsense that we're gonna try to dig out, because there's plenty of it and it doesn't belong here. So let's get picking. Look at this big mama. Whew. You balloons can run, but you cannot hide, and there's several balloons in here. So I'm coming for you guys. That's one. Bad Mr. Mouse. It's kind of hidden. You got to go up and then down a little. Oh, this might be two balloons. Holy cow, it's a balloon massacre. Look at this. I got like 3 balloons here. What the hell? It's good balloon fishing today, baby. Woo! Styrofoam nonsense. More bottles. Time to get out of here, trash. Getting heavy. So there's a ton of trash back here, and I'm gonna try to pick a little bit more up, but you know, I'm filling up really quick and there's stuff even on the way back I want to grab. So
let's get a few more big pieces here that probably should be removed if we have to take out anything, like this potted plant thing, which is just crazy that that's here, right? And we'll find a place with less wind to try to do a review, but it's really difficult. So let's see if we can hunker down somewhere for a hot minute to take stock of our situation here, because there's a lot of trash. This would actually make it a little nice garbage pail, if not for the holes in the bottom. But I don't know, maybe I'll save this, put a plant in outside my house or something. Gotta reuse what we can, folks. Get real. You gotta come up with better litter than this, guys. It's amateur hour, come on. Whew. All right, well, this is about as not breezy as it gets. As you saw from earlier, boy, out by the water, that is pretty intense. I don't know what happened with the forecast. They said 12, 14 mile per hour winds. I guess that's not including the gusts, because the gusts were pretty wild, probably upwards of at least 20, 25 miles per hour, if not more, as you could see by the waves whipping up too. Where I live, normally there aren't really any waves, so that just goes to show how crazy it is. But anyways, we got a big bag here. I mean, this thing's like half the size of me, and probably a good 10 pounds or so. So there's so much more trash here, and like I said, it actually only gets worse in the off season. So I expect there to be a lot more to find this winter here, and I'm actually looking forward to that. A lot of this undergrowth hasn't sort of died off yet for the winter, because it's still only mid-October. But once that does die off and you can access these undergrowth areas, there's a lot of trash, again, left over from the summer, or just washing up from other places that you can finally get to that you can over the summer. So I'm looking forward to hopefully some drier fall days, because normally autumn is the best beach clean season, in my opinion. It's not as hot, and it's still not too cold, so it's usually very lovely weather. But today, not so much. But honestly, I had a great time. You know, if you like to get out and explore and be in the elements a little bit, this was actually really fun, because again, if it were a little colder, probably the worst beach clean weather is when it's like close to freezing. I actually rather have it snow, very lightly snow, but snow than rain at like close to freezing, right? So, because that's no fun to be soaking wet and it be almost at freezing. You can actually get in danger from hypothermia pretty quickly once it starts getting a little cooler. So you do have to be careful, and that's why I say it's always a better idea probably to beach clean with a friend or a buddy or a partner or whatever, because I even almost slipped on these rocks over here, and I've seen nobody out here today. I think I saw one person by the entrance of the park, but that might be me hallucinating from from wind fatigue or something. I don't know. But I'm not even going to go through this bag today, because a lot of this stuff is pretty grimy, and it is tick season still. It's tick season all year round here, so I don't want to test my luck picking through stuff more than I have to. I'll do that later, just to get out some recyclables. But yeah, other than that, be careful with that. You know, be careful with making sure you bring water, even though it's cooler this time of year, now that it's not summer anymore. You still want to make sure that you're hydrated, because you don't notice it as much because you're not sweating. But take pauses, take breaks, because you do actually still dehydrate pretty quickly. Walking around, I've done a couple miles already, and it's going to be about a mile back. So yeah, like a 5K worth of distance pretty quickly. And I'm already getting tired, because sand's always harder to walk on than pavement or grass or anything else, right? But this was really fun, really enjoyable. Hopefully, again, we'll have some nicer weather beach cleans coming up, but we'll also have some fun ones, and especially not too long from now, if we get some snow, we'll do some snowy beach cleans too, which again probably won't be for at least another month, but that's coming soon too. And hopefully the weather is nice enough till then where we can still do some summery stuff. I have some summery type plans, but yeah, lots more beach cleans to come. And like I said, this stuff is so good to pick up for so many reasons. Whether you live near a beach or a lake or a river, just in your neighborhood, that stuff washes down to the water. And it's all sorts of toxic for marine environments. Obviously, this is something I say in a lot of my videos, that we need to have bigger discussions about the plastics, our plastic consumption as societies and manufacturing and all that. But I think this stuff is good just to highlight, just to get more people interested and involved. And it's really up to all of us to try to learn more. And I think, again, if everybody just does a little bit more, that very quickly adds up, and it can make a difference. So these individual efforts are good, but it really takes us doing more on our own, and then collectively together. And I emphasize that point because it's been really cool the last month or so. I think we've doubled our subscribers. We've had videos now with hundreds of views, which is just crazy to think. And a lot of people who have commented have said that it's sort of gotten them interested in beach cleaning and going out and seeing what they can do themselves. And that's really why I do these videos, because I was beach cleaning anyways for years, and a lot of people were really interested in the pictures I posted. So I figured, what the heck, let's let me show you some adventures of me kind of making an ass of myself. Well, you can go back and look at some of those other videos if you want to see further examples, but today's a pretty good one. Almost falling down cliffs in the rain and that sort of stuff, in the wind. So be careful out there. Stay safe. Have fun though. Again, it helps and makes a difference. If you enjoyed this type of video, definitely please subscribe. Oh, I just got a like on Instagram from one of my beach clean buddies for some images I'm posting along the way today. So yeah, people take note, and it gets them interested and involved too. But yeah, please subscribe if you like this sort of stuff, because we'll have many more videos coming, and share too with friends, family, whoever that you think might be interested, who wants to learn more. And I'd love to hear your experiences too. So please comment, let me know what you found and what you've learned, because that's one of the great things about beach cleaning, is that I learned so much just from talking to other people and the different experiences they've had. So it's really cool to hear what other people have noticed and what tips and experiences you have to share too. So yeah, let me know in the comments. Thanks again so much for joining. And like I said, stay safe, clean well, and hope to see you on the beach soon.